Now, hello, hello, shall I start, Amma?
సార్ మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.
లేదా ఇప్పుడు చూడండి.
స్ట్రక్ అవుతుంది సార్.
స్ట్రక్ అవుతుంది సార్, వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.
హలో,
ఎస్ సార్.
క్లియర్ వస్తుందా?
రావట్లేదు సార్, కొంచెం కొంచెం స్ట్రక్ అవుతుంది.
క్లియర్ గా వస్తుందా వాయిస్ అమ్మా?
స్ట్రక్ అవుతుంది సార్.
చూద్దాం ఇక్కడ.
నో సార్.
నో
Not audible.
Not audible. And now,
Sir, your voice is not getting, sir.
so technical problem. And now, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి. Now it is audible.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Huh?
Just
Yes,
increase
sir.
your volume.
Yes, sir.
Increase the volumes, you know, already. Volume increase.
Sir, you can start, sir. Just on your camera, Gangadhar sir. On your camera. Gangadhar sir.
Hey, Raj.
Switch on your camera.
Okay. Raj. Okay. Now, audio is it audible, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, what we discussed? Hello?
స్టాక్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ సార్.
Stock exchange.
Yesterday, we discussed stock exchange, meaning of the stock exchange, and
Features.
functions of the stock exchange, functions of the stock exchange,
BSE and NSE.
and how to trade the securities in the stock exchange through BSE and NSE, Bombay Stock Exchange and
National Stock
National
Exchange.
Stock Exchange. Brief introduction of the now BSE and NSE, and also elaborately discuss the now features and functions of the stock exchange. Another one is OTCEI. OTCEI means over-the-counter exchange of India is one of the now concept according to our syllabus. So in this class, we are going to discussing the detail of the OTCEI. So what is the meaning of the OTCEI, and what is the definition, and how it perform the functions in the market? Now we are going to discuss in detail. Now OTC means over-the-counter exchange of India. It based in the Mumbai and Maharashtra. The OTC Exchange of India was founded in 1990 under the Companies Act 1956 and was recognized by the Securities Control Regulation Act 1956 as a stock exchange. Hello, what is the meaning of OTC? OTC means what? Tell me. Over-the-counter exchange of India.
Counter exchange. India.
It was founded in 1990 under the Companies Act 1956. Was recognized by the Securities Control Regulation Act 1956 as a stock exchange. But what is that? difference between these BSc, NSc, and the OTCA. It is the different from the previously two concepts what we discussed. Now we are going to discuss in detail in this class. Now that the definition of the OTCA, not on this the definition of the OTCI is over-the-counter of exchange can be defined as a stock exchange without a proper trading floor. Without a proper trading floor means there is no particular place, but stock exchange is a particular place. But here this OTC is without a proper trading floor. All stock exchanges have a specific place for trading their securities through counters. But the OTC is connected through a computer network and the transactions are taking place through computer operations. Thus, the development in the information technology has given scope for starting this type of the stock exchanges. So, what is the difference? Someone tell me OTCA and previously two concepts discussed now BSc and NSc. But here this is the connected through a computer network and the transactions are taking place through the computer operations. It means nothing but through network only. The trading is done through network under the OTCA, that is called as the over-the-counter exchange of India. Are you followed clearly? Hello,
Sir.
direct, because
Yes, sir.
in the modern days technology has been improved. Okay, that's why the trading of the securities activities done by the network. Now that is known as the tell me OTCA over the counter exchange of India. Okay, what are the objectives of OTCA? And the OTCA assisting and guiding small companies to raise the funds from the capital market now in a cost effective manner. What is the first objective? The OTCA is always assisting and guiding to the small companies to raise the funds from the capital market. Now with a minimum cost. Now that is the first objective. Are you followed up first objective? What is the first objective of OTC? It can assist and guiding to which companies? Small companies to raise the
Small company.
to raise the further capital in a cost effective manner. That is the first function, the first objective of the now OTCI. The second one is to providing a convenient and efficient avenue of capital market investment for small investors. It also providing very easy finance to the small investors. That is the second objective. The third one is, and the OTCEI is uh, OTCI strengthening the investors' confidence in the financial market by offering them the two-way best practices to them. Because now network through network they are trading the business. That's why it creates a strong confidence among the investors. That is the third important the objectives of the now OTCA. And the fourth one is ensuring transparency, redressing investors compliance and unified in the country's securities market over even those places which do not have the stock exchanges. It means where the stock place is not there in the country. Now through the network they can transfer the transfer the money from one place to the another place, and they can purchase the share from one company to the another companies, because network is there. Through network they can purchase the any company shares, so need not to go to visit to any company in the in this method. Now, next one is the OTCA is acting as a launch pad to an launch pad. It's providing a like launch pad. Now, next one is it providing liquidity advantage to the securities traded. It means when the investors now want to sell their securities and need not to go to the market and directly online they can sell the market within the less time. That's why the securities can be converted into liquidity very easily. That is another main objective of the OTCEI. But whereas in other like BSc and NSC, we have to go to visit that place and we have to give the details of the securities and they can sell in the market. It takes more time. But in this process, it takes less time to convert the securities into the liquidity. And the next one is promoting unorganized trading in unlisted securities. Now the OTCA is also promote the unlisted securities in the market. And also another main important objective of the OTCA is it providing sources of the valuation for securities traded. It means valuation of the security traded. There are so many methods are there for the valuation of the security traded, and present value how much and future value is going to be changes how much. That can be also suggestions given by the now OTCI to the investors. What was the present value? What was the future value? It means after 2 years, what was the value of the securities? And that is determined on the basis of the now past experience and on the basis of the demand and supply in the market. That is the another main objectives of the OTCEI. And the next one is another now features of the OTCI. What are the special important features of the OTCI? Is number one, use of modern technology. Now under the OTCI, now they are doing the business, they are doing the business here, they are doing the trading without a proper trading floor. But here, uh, OTC does not have any special counters and it is an electronical operated stock exchange. That is the first important feature of the now OTCI. The second one is that restriction for other stocks. Restriction for other stocks means stocks and shares are listed in other stock exchanges will not be listed in the OTCI. And similarly, the stocks listed in the OTCI will not be listed in the other stock exchanges. Are you following this point here? Second
Yes,
one.
sir.
Second, what is the second important feature of the OTCI? Restrictions for other stocks.
Stocks.
Stocks are listed in other stock exchanges will not be listed in the OTCI. And similarly, stocks listed in the OTCI will not be listed in the other stock exchanges. That is the second important features of the uh,
OTCA.
OTCI. And the third one is no, third one is the minimum issued capital requirements. The minimum issued capital requirements. It means the minimum issued equity capital should be 30 lakhs rupees, out of which minimum public offer should be rupees 20 lakhs only. Minimum amount, how much can be they issued here? Only minimum issued
30
equity
lakh.
30 lakhs. But out of which minimum public offer should be at rupees here 20
20
lakhs.
lakh.
20 lakhs.
Is the third important features of the OTCI. And the fourth one is restrictions for the large company. It means no company with the issued equity share capital of more than 25 crores
వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.
capital is permitted for the listing. Which company no capital of more than 25 crores is for requirement for the members. It means the members will be required to maintain a minimum base capital of rupees 4 lakhs. It means the member should be maintain the minimum Now, minimum base capital of rupees 4 lakh to trade on the permitted or listed of this segment. This is the, it means they have to maintain the minimum now 4 lakhs rupees. Now, next one is all India network. It means network means it can cover entire world also, not only India, not only particular district, not only particular area. It can cover the entire now area in India. That is all India network. The network of the counters now links the OTCI members located in different parts of the country. These now not only these objectives, features, objectives of the now OTCI. Next one, satellite facility. The satellite required for the OTCI for its operations is jointly held with now Press Trust of India (PTI), and hence the PTI OTCA can display the prices of the OTCA scripts. It means every day by day, whatever the changes prices, now they can display. There are two important now satellites display. That is, one is the PTI, means Press Trust of India, and OTCI. Display means what are the changes, currently changes, now previously changes, and future also going to be changes that is expected by the now investors. Everything can be now display now under this OTCI. And the last one is another my main one objective is that computerization of the transactions. Computers at each counter enable to dealers to enter various transactions or codes through a central OTCI computer using telecommunication links. Due to the above features, OTCI has an edge over other stock exchanges in the country. So, through computer, they can send any important messages through mails, also through their network to the members of the OTCEI. These are the main important now features of the OTCEI. Okay. The next concept is constitute of the OTCI constitutes. Now, who are the in these members here constitute of the OTCI? The OTCI commenced its business operations in 1992. The OTCI have the following parties taking part in various transactions. Who are taking part in various transactions? They are now discussing now. One is the companies. Second one is the dealers. Third one is members and investors, custodian, next transfer agents, and OTCI, government, and SEBI, Stock Exchange Board of India. They are all the actively participate in the OTCI. Now, next, these are the main important features and the constitute of the OTCI now discussed till now. Are you clear about these features of the OTCI? Low, low.
Sir, features are last second point.
Last Rama, okay. Satellite facility, last eighth
Last
one.
second point.
Ah, satellite
Ah,
facility. The satellite required for the OTCI for its operations is jointly held with the Press Trust of India, PTI, and hence the PTI OTCI can display the prices of the OTCI scripts. It means nothing but tell me the security prices. Uh, Changes, whatever the changes that can be displayed in the through PTI and also through OTCI. That is, satellite facility is also provided. Now, next one is that computerization of the transaction. It means nothing but tell me network. Computers at each counter enable to dealers to enter various transactions or codes through a central OTCA computer and using telecommunication network. Now, these are the main important features. Now, who are the participants in this? Many parties like companies, dealers, members, investors, and custodian, transfer agents, government, and also tell me SEBI. They are
Sabi.
all they are always actively participated in the OTCI. But what are the advantages of the OTCI? Now we are going to discuss in detail in this class. The OTCI market dealers as act as a market makers by quoting prices at which they will buy and sell a security, currency, or other economic product, bonds, stock, as well as non-standard derivatives can be traded by the investors on the over-the-counter market. About the derivatives, now we are going to discussing in the latter classes because there is a separate units are there. Um, Now, what are the advantages? The following are the main advantages of the um, OTCI going to discussing now. Number one is now it provides a trading platform for smaller and less liquid companies. Which one tell me? It provides a trading platform for smaller and less liquid companies as they are not qualified for listing on the standard exchange. It is nothing but tell me the first advantage of the OTCI is it provides the trading platform to whom to the small companies and these
Small
small
companies.
companies, these securities can be also now liquidity. When the investors need that can be converted into cash. That is the first advantage. Second one is that it is a cost effective method for the corporates. It is a cost effective method for a corporates as there is a lower cost of the new issue and lower expenses of servicing the investor. Now the second important advantage is that the OTCI uh, provide the finance at a low cost. It means with a less rate of the interest to the corporates and also reducing the processing charges. That is lower the costs, servicing cost also provided. That is the second important advantage of the OTCI. Third one is now family concerns and closely held companies can go public through OTC. It means the family concerns are closely associated with this. They can uh, go go public through OTC. OTC means the over the counter exchange of India. The dealers can operate both in new issues and also secondary market. Here, the dealers can do trading their activities in the OTCI, in the primary market and as well also secondary market. Primary market means someone nothing but tell me new issue market and
New issue
secondary market
market.
issue market. Now, in the traders can deal their activities in both the markets. It means primary market and secondary market. It means similarly the members of the OTCI they can deal in the primary as well as tell me secondary. That is also another main benefit of the OTCI. And next one is it gives greater freedom of the choice and investor to choose stocks by dealers for market making in both primary and secondary markets. Now, under the OTCI, they can give the now freedom of the choice to the investor. It means according to their wish, according to their like, now they can buy and sell securities in the primary market and secondary market through OTCI. It means they are not forcing because the choice is free choice given to the investor. Now next one is now here another one is it is a transparent system of trading with no problem of bad and short deliveries. There is no any problems of the bad problems not arises and short deliveries. It means at the time of exchanging of the securities from one person to the another person, there is no any problems here arises. And next one is information flows are very free and more direct from the market makers to the customers. Now they can flow the information from the market to the customers very easily through network. Now next another one is OTC trading is a regular practice in the energy market, representing the biggest volume of the electricity market transactions in many countries, not only in India, and they are trading their activities regularly outside the boundaries of the country also. And the next one, the both investors and companies OTC markets are more cost efficient than customer stock exchanges. Investors can buy into companies that will shape the world on a more cost effective platform. It means that now the processing charges are very less at the time of exchanging of the transactions from one person to the another person. So that's why the securities also available at the low prices to the investor, that is to both the investors and the now companies. And the next advantage is that the architecture of the OTC markets helps explain why structured securities faced problems during the latest economic disaster. It means the feature is uncertainty. So what is going to be changes in the market, no one can expect. Now present situation you see that is anyone can expect that the situation can happen, no one is expected. So whatever the economic disasters arises in the future, and how can you face and how can you maintain the price minimum price of the securities in the market, that can be also explained by the OTC to the to the members of the to the investor. And the another one is that now this feature is used to carry out bigger traders unscrupulous with a counterparty without having to go through the public order books. Now, it means nothing but tell me they can always updated information is provided to the now small investors, not only to small and to the other now investors also. The entire whatever the commentary information is there with them, now that can be passed to the now various investors, to the various participants through network. These are the main important advantages of the OTCI. And but not only the advantages, but every advantages of the concept has the following some of the disadvantages. But this system is commented possible where the network is commented speedy and highly technology developing areas. But in some of the countries, there is a lack of the technology and a lack of the modernization of the systems. But in the situation, this OTCE cannot properly work. So there are some of the disadvantages like that. Tell me, lack of transparency, and there is a risk also, and technical problems also arises, and these are the some of the main disadvantages of the OTCAI. These are the main important concepts I covered in this class. Now, followed Amma, what is the meaning of OTCAI? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Objectives and features and advantages. These are the main కాన్సెప్ట్ కవర్డ్ ఇన్ దిస్ క్లాస్. చెప్పండి, అర్థమైందా కాన్సెప్ట్ మొత్తము? ఓటీసీ అంటే ఏంటిది? ఇది నథింగ్ బట్ టెల్ మీ
Yes, sir.
నెట్వర్క్. సింప్లీ మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే నెట్వర్క్. బట్ బిఎస్సి అండ్ ఎన్ఎస్సి దేర్ ఈస్ ఏ పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్, బట్ హియర్ there is floor place through only computer they are trading the activity, they are trading their activities through network only. అది ఇంతకుముందు నెట్వర్క్ లేకుండే కాబట్టి అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఆ విధంగా చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏంది, నెట్వర్క్ అంత సిస్టమ్స్ వచ్చినాయి కాబట్టి ద సెక్యూరిటీస్ ట్రేడింగ్ త్రూ నెట్వర్క్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద వన్ OTCI. ఓకే, ఇంకా చెప్పండి, నో డౌట్. By the end of this week, I am forwarding PDF of the first unit, Saturday or Sunday.
Okay, sir.